Good evening, everybody. How you guys doing? Hell's Cat Death here with you with the Wednesday Night Fight crew yet again for another Wednesday Night Fights. Great matches going on this evening. Got some great commentators. Got a lot of excitement going around the building here. What we got going on tonight's festivities. We got a championship fight for then. At the 10 o'clock position. Then starting us out tonight is going to be ONUR6 versus SKB. That's going to be a real good match. And then after that, 9 p.m. End versus Eye for an Eye, which that would be 768. This one's going to be 761. And then over here, plan for the big one, man. This is going to be huge. But the NFTG versus UGCC World of Tanks Battle of the Clans Championship match. We're actually going to pull in UGCC King Sticky up in here to do some commentating. So a lot of huge things. Let's go down the listing here really fast with my co-hosts and commentators. Happy Gilmore is in the house. Happy, how you doing?
Not too bad.
Not too bad. All right. And then, of course, real good friend of ours, does a great job at being one of the best mods. I Kill You, how you doing, sir?
Hello, everyone. I'm doing good tonight. Hoping to see some real action.
Alrighty, sounds great. Me too. And then, of course, a man with no name, no face. Just a house out in the woods. The All-Star. Some people pray to him, kind of like a god. But all we know him as Anarchy. What's going on?
Hey, how's it going? I like how you were struggling to come up with good names there for a second.
It was nice, huh? Oh yeah.
You just gotta pray harder.
I was trying to not say words that would be copyright protected. Because you're almost like a British car show. They have a specialized driver that comes on, and that I just can't say their name because I will have BBC all over my butt. So you're almost like that.
Yeah, except you've always been kind about loaning me out to other streams.
Oh yeah. But this one, you know. I just don't want to get sued by the BBC for saying, oh, there it is, Stig. Oh, my bad.
Imagine if you got a cease and desist letter tomorrow or something, or like an email. You imagine that? If they were that good.
I'd be like, damn, these guys are fast.
Yeah, I know, they're playing for keeps.
Don't joke. Can't even joke around with these guys. Yeah.
Quick to break in. They're trying to see if they can swap to 761 instead of 768. That's okay with us, right?
Oh yeah. Go for it. It's actually listed as 761.
Yeah, what I was gonna say is earlier today we were playing with Beav, and it was scheduled when it was signed up. It was 768, and I think Beaver made a typo, and Cutter had him change it. But he, like, as you saw, Beaver put it in a lot of different channels and didn't change it in all of them. So on some of them it says 768 and some in 761. So that's where the hiccup comes from. Yeah.
You know, like Wargaming has Pain God, we have Spam God, Beaver. So, big thumbs up there. Dual teams here are starting to get all settled in. I want to say a big shout out here to the artists that are all out there doing these logos. And a lot of them are going unnoticed and not getting their props. So yet again, I want to say thank you to all of our artists that are out there. I mean, the list can go on and on and on. I mean, we have Frazzle, we have Omega, we have
Slayer, I think his name is. Slayer's made us a couple really cool logos.
Yeah, Slayer, and then TLP, one of the guys from TLP. Hater. You go check him out, and then there's oh my goodness, Who did the one sweet looking 7F logo? Was that
Oh, is that Halogen?
Halogen?
Or Halogen, or
Yeah.
Halogen Light? I don't know what you want to call them.
And then I know, yeah, Halogen. He also did Chroma's and 7F's logos. They look really good. I think he does really good with the metallics. I mean, there's a lot of good artists out there, so go check them out. They'll hook your team up with either a personal or you have your personal logo or a clan logo. Some charge, some do it free of charge. But yet again, if they do charge you, it's totally worth it. It's professional work, so big shout out to them. It looks like we're getting ready here. Anarchy, you want to go down SKB, and I will go down ONUR6.
Okay, yeah. So SKB is, one sec. I don't know if they're switching tiers. Okay, SKB is bringing a Walker Bulldog, an E50, an AMX-30 prototype, a T10, pair of Conquerors, and a WZ111114.
Decent lineup there. I don't yet Shadow Blades at that AMX-30. I don't really. I mean,
I don't love the 30 prototype. I like the WZ and T10 combo.
Yeah.
I think they mesh well together there with keeping them together because you got, the T10 has the DPM and the WZ has the wallop.
Yeah. So over here for the streak, the people with the longest streak on Wednesday Night Fights history, they're trying to rekindle that fire, and they're going to try to shoot for the moon on this one. But yet again, that 24-game streak was back when Wednesday Night Fight only put on one show a week. So they can make another streak, but that streak will always be special in our hearts, and I hope in all of our viewers' hearts that are huge ONUR6 fans. Here we go. T30 Bulldog, pair E50s, pair of T10s, match at AP.
It's kind of like the ONUR6 streak is kind of like if you pay any attention to like baseball or something, like how Babe Ruth has had his records broken, but they also used to play a significantly smaller amount of games back then than they do now. So ONUR6 did it back when they could only play once a week, but now teams could theoretically play 3 times a week if they were putting on good shows.
Yeah, I mean,
it took ONUR6 what, like 6 months to build that streak or something?
6 months,
pretty much. Yeah,
I mean that's dedication.
Yeah.
And ONUR6 is bringing a T30 Bulldog, pair E50s, batch at AP, and pair T10s. Ready to start, guys?
Yep, let's roll it out.
You and Hell's Cat ran down the same lineup. I like it. Make sure it gets hammered in.
Hell yeah. Drive that point home. I like it.
Did they have the same match?
No, ONUR6 said, no, Hell's called out ONUR6's lineup, and then I brought up the baseball thing, and then you said ONUR6's thing again. So I appreciate the enthusiasm. Is this Encounter, by chance? Yes.
Yes, 7 minutes. The typical, right?
Yes.
Yeah, well, like Dexter does, he always puts it on Encounter unless somebody asks. And that's kind of become the thing.
Well, I think it should become the thing for Wednesday Night Fights. Unless I think it should be the other way around. If they want to run standard, I think we fill it in that way.
Like standard should be the special request.
Yeah.
And Encounter should be the meta. Yeah, that's what Dexter does. That's why, he just like if nobody tells him what to do, it's going to be 7-minute Encounter.
Oh, that's.
No, it's 7 minute no matter what. But
well, yeah.
If they just say map, it's Encounter.
Yeah.
If they say map standard, okay.
Then you tell him to shut up and you put on an Encounter anyway because Dexter does what he wants. He's not
Django
gonna tell any
actually.
man what to do.
So they're keeping Django out there. Django just running around. That's a smart move. Keeping him down. The bad check can just disappear behind all those rubble blocks quickly and and successfully run away really fast. Look how long he's spotted, though. Oh my goodness. Wow.
Well, and also, with the exception of the Bulldog, which isn't a huge threat, like that E50 is never going to be able to chase him through that rubble because it turns like a refrigerator.
Yeah.
that bad AP is going to run circles around him. And if the Bulldog tried to chase him, all he's got to do is turn around and clip him. So, I mean, that's a pretty safe move. You know, nothing's going to be able to follow him through these buildings.
So we have the gun handling of the T-30 versus the accuracy of the Conqueror. T-30 bounces on the Conqueror's turret there. I don't know if you were able to see that. That's where
I heard
that round
that
went.
T-30 fired. It sounded like he had the 120, didn't it? I'm
yes.
not sure.
You really can't tell.
You cannot tell. You cannot tell, yeah. The barrels are very similar. I don't even know if there is a difference. I know you just got to hear it, because the 120 sounds like every other
bounce
120.
on Evil.
Oh. Veeth going down, the Walker Bulldog found the bad AP. That's not going to be a winnable trade ever.
All right,
It looks like ONUR6 is rotating their E50s out with the bad AP. Look, they're going to do something. Perhaps push them. I think they're trying to prevent the T-30 from
IC break move by Snafu.
Evil's down. They're going to be down. I don't think he's getting away.
Yeah, they got him tracked once again.
How is Evil alive?
He was doing some really good
He got
bouncing.
pushed. I think Baca's going to come in and start putting some rear shots at. I mean, it doesn't have the Bulldog doesn't have a huge gun, but it's enough where somebody's going to be like, well, that's annoying. And they can't
Cutter
really turn
here is
around
now holding everybody down by himself. And he's doing a good job, 3-on-1, but Cutter is going to go down.
Well, they're
here.
going to be careful. As soon as Cutter goes down, they're going to be flanking them. So ONUR6 is going to have to turn around. And I don't think that one... They were sending one E50 back to do it, Rising Devil. I would not like my odds if I was him to go against 3 tanks. I mean, no matter how good the E50 is.
Django is now charging the Conqueror. Django toying with the Conqueror while still in reload. Now he's... There we go. No, on my screen it shows he was still in reload, but all right. He's clipping the conch out. HM going to come on with the quick kill.
They did not push Devil. They're going to let him just beat up on this T10. That's good for him.
Yeah, but I think Breezy is sufficiently scared. Devil needs to move up.
Yeah, he's got enough hit points. He can just solo the T10 at this point. He's actually going to leave him. They're going to come back and
he
push
left
the guys on the top.
Baca's trying to clip him out. Crazy Dad turned sideways to look at him. And it was just a perfect
Devil's just
amount
going to come in to be the hit points because he's the healthiest guy at the moment.
Ram,
I want to
ram,
see
ram.
Ram something
Nope.
too.
No, he
Oh,
stopped.
come
No
on,
ram.
hold off. You're missing out, dude. It's the E50. It's shaped like a chisel for a reason. You got a ram.
Beaver is going to put in a proposal to Wargaming. He wants a super E50. He wants a
Yeah, he wants to weigh 30 more tons.
So he wants it to
Same
look
speed.
to have the armor and everything like the Super Pershing, and add it all to the E50 and have the Mega Ram.
Yeah, he wants to just bolt on a bunch of extra armor plates and being hella heavier, but same speed and everything.
So, who drank my beers coming in here? ONUR6 is the 1936 Yankees.
Glad somebody understood. I don't even really watch baseball, but felt like that was a decent enough analogy.
All right, let's quick look here. Snafu 2100, but over here on ONUR6.
I'm good with my golfing self for now, since my nickname is Happy Gilmore.
Mr. Happy. Happy. All right. That was actually a pretty good match. I mean, that was, for what it was, I mean, that was, everybody's going to look at my Blitzen because that's what I got requested. So everybody's going to stare at my Blitzen this evening. Monday night,
The only thing I saw that I thought was a mistake is, like I said, I think SKB, when they had the T10, the Conch, and that other tank, I think it was the 30 prototype, they should have pushed Devil just to kill him. But other than that, both teams played that really well, and it was close.
Yeah. It wasn't a blowout. There was no...
ONUR6 definitely had a chance to lose that round at when SKB pushed. They could have... Like, SKB could have crippled them when they did that. They just weren't able to not do enough damage because there wasn't enough ONUR6 guys right there.
They were being really, really aggressive, doing good. I mean, they were melting off people, and then they just stopped.
Yeah. I think a team like ONUR6, you know they're good. So I think it's not a bad idea to come out and play really aggressively in the beginning just to throw them off, because they're probably going to expect you to be a little more, like, feeling the waters out because you know they're a solid team. But coming out and doing something they're not going to expect, you've got a chance to catch them flat-footed.
Alright, looks like I swapped. Hopefully I didn't kick anyone by accident.
Nope, just Dexter.
Dang it!
I wanna. Okay, I'm just reading a lot of these messages going through all the chats. Welcome everybody, Wednesday Night Fights live on Twitch and on YouTube. Thank you for coming out. Yet again, we are streamed on a 5-minute delay on Wednesday Night Fights, so we can get the action faster to you, and we can have a little bit more human interaction with you than, you know, sit here and try to think of to say something. You know.
Hells, I'll be back in 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, trust me. I'll be right back.
Oh, no problem. Go get him, Bear Slayer.
I just realized I was talking while not muted during one of those points.
There we go. Are you, can you hear a lot of resonance feedback? I had to get the fan on. The high today here inside Springfield was stupidly 98 degrees. Yeah, that was, and so my house has been baking, and now I just set myself in front of a whole bunch of monitors and a TV and a computer. So if you hear a whirling air sound, that would be on my end, and I do apologize for the sound quality. All right, we're just waiting for one more tanker to pick here. When they do, I'm going to go ahead and have Happy go down on your 6 and then kill you. If you can go down to SKB for us.
Okay, over here on your 6 we have a T30, M41 Bulldog, pair of E50s, Batchat AP, and a pair of T10s.
And SKB is rolling with a M41 Bulldog, E50, AMX 30, a pair of T10s, E75, and a Conqueror.
Awesome, guys. Here we go. Round 2, Ravage Capital. A lot of people have fell in love with this map.
It's a balanced map. I enjoy it.
Yeah, I think this will become a staple. I mean, this has become an honest staple map here on WNF. So, I think we're probably going to even use these for tournaments and stuff like that. You know, I haven't had one person really super complain. Even with the split spawns, everybody I think still enjoys it, and it puts a lot of pressure on teams. Because there's so many different viable strategies for this map. I mean, we've seen it won and lost everywhere on this map. North, south, doesn't matter. Field, urban. But alrighty, here we go, guys. On your 6, quickly go into field. SKB doing the same. SKB's light tank is, right now it is out of render range, but he should be popping up here really soon. Vikings is doing a quick spot, seeing if they're going to be coming from the south push. Nothing. Oh, here we go. On your 6, utilizing the tunnel.
I see Cutter is using my tunnel strategy here.
So Breeze, essentially that puts Breezy and everybody over there, their butts in the wind until they can get some sufficient fire going down it.
I like doing the tunnel push though with something heavier on the top, like a E50 or a T10. That bat chat can be picked off from far away if they get lucky shots in. Someone caught on fire. Ooh,
Vikings is on
Bulldog.
fire, and then the Bulldog did fire, and Ammo Rack, Far Dragon. A lot of people going down here. A lot of action.
Bulldog's down. E75 is taking heavy damage. He's going to go down soon, I think.
Yeah, Big Kev kind of out in the open there. Snafu going down. He kind of got caught out in the road.
There he goes. That's why this pincer action is so effective. They're hull down. You're not. SKB should have gotten out there the moment they saw the E50. Come on the other side of that tunnel. You either got to dominate it or you got to run away.
All right, so now everybody's moving in for the nice bounce on the T10 turret. And the best has begun.
There it is.
Great job, both teams. There we go.
I am back.
Django coming out of the 2000 Devil, though, and his E50 coming out with a 3K game. Good job.
But the star is that M41, 1,000 damage in that little tank on that open map. That's impressive.
Mm-hmm. You got that right. Alrighty.
There's a reason why you'll never catch me on a light tank there.
I wouldn't hate to see a team bring like 2 IS-3s or something. That'd be kind of cool.
Let's see here. Normus. Update on bronze bracket. Yes, I'm sorry. That tournament was a lot of points. And so it took a lot more little calculations. So, but yeah, it's...
Icebound, Keel.
Oh, yes. It was that ONUR6's request?
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and Cutter have been talking about strats and possibility runs and stuff on that. So me and Cutter have been having a lot of fun on that map. But yeah, so the bronze bracket will be done tonight. That will be up this evening. I promise you, I got it all the data inputted. I've got everything going. So that will be up tonight. Tank Killer, welcome Tank Killer. Gold's where it's at. Well, yes. I'm waiting for RG actually. Where is RG? They haven't scheduled.
Well, Tank Killer's not in RG anymore.
Well, I know
playing on Friday.
RG's playing on Friday. Okay, but no, it just reminded me.
They're playing BK. Yeah, they're playing BK on Friday at I think 8 p.m. And then he also asked me if they can have next Friday as well. So I think they're kicking back into the swing of things.
All right, that's nice to go. Because I knew Tank Killer was no longer in it, but it was one of those. Yeah, it was Synaptis brought me back to RG.
Well, I guess we're staying on this side. I haven't gotten a response, so I'm just gonna unspec everyone.
Tank Killer puts in, no, keep tournament maps the same as PC. But here's the thing, though. Why do we have to keep everything same as the PC? Why does everything have to be identical to the PC? This brings up the ultimate question. We are our own identity, aren't we? We have what PC doesn't, and PC has what we don't have. But I think, because I know that was one thing that Wargaming did talk about was console is console, PC is PC. Wargaming on Xbox wants to push the limits just as much on the console as the PC does for PC. So I'm a supporter of Wargaming. Let's break from the meta. I mean, yeah, with the meta it was the baseline, and you always revert to beta, back to the meta, and then build and make our own name. Wouldn't you guys agree?
You want to hear my thoughts on the subject? I've got a couple.
Go ahead, Anarchy. Floor is yours.
Okay, so I don't mind the idea. I think PC is a better balanced game, right? Like I think everybody can agree the balancing is better.
Mm-hmm.
They've got their problems. We have ours. I think ours are bigger. I think the Xbox version looks so much better. The HUD is the UI is so much cleaner. Our graphics are better, but that's to be expected because you don't have to account for the potato of PCs that make up 90% of the player base on PC. And then as far as competitive goes, the reason why people want to emulate maps is because they hope by doing that it'll follow suit with how well competitive is taken to PC. That's what people want for Xbox, right? No brainer. Mm-hmm. I don't think maps should be chosen just because they worked on PC. I think maps should be chosen because they work as good competitive maps. Like, I would prefer to not follow blindly to what PC did and only use maps that I know are going to work well. That being said, that's why we try out Ravage Capital and Icebound, because even if they don't work necessarily on PC, they might work here, and even if they don't, no harm, no foul, these are friendly scrims. So, yes. We'll leave the real map for a later time for tournaments and stuff where we make the call and decide what good tournament maps should consist of. And if they line up with PC, great, but they might not always because we're going to make that decision when it comes because our maps are named differently. Like Icebound is Stalingrad or whatever, and then
Ravage Capital is Paris.
Ravage Capital is Paris. Yeah, everybody knows that, but there are differences to constitute the name being different. So, I mean, that does potentially change how things play, and that our meta is different on PC with what tanks we have and how our tanks are balanced. So, maps don't always, it's not a perfect one-for-one trade. Yeah. That being said, I do like a lot of the maps that are the comp circle maps on PC, and I'm sure we'll see them in tournaments that we and other people put on. But at least here, I don't think we're going to just take what PC does and plug it in here. We want to make sure we test all the maps, and that's what we do.
Yes. Really fast, so Anarchy, go ahead and roll down that legendary ONUR6 team, and then I'll go down the SKBs.
Alright, they are bringing a Cromwell Berlin, an E50, a Bad AP, a T10, pair of ST1s, and a Type 4. I like the ST1s.
SKB rolling out like an E50, pair of Bad Chat APs, AMX30, and a pair of Conks.
I like how you see the lineups. One team's going really heavy, and then SKB is going for pretty much almost all mobility.
Which, I mean, which would be, you can do that on this map. I don't know if a lot of people, if you guys have played this map before. I mean, honestly, it's about the peek-a-boom. Besides, you get that original just waylay of if you're going to catch somebody with their pants down, be like, a two-man team, and then just absolutely just skirt around them. I don't know. The meta has not been set for this, and I would like to see it. But I love your. Sorry, I'm looking at Jingles is Cool and Tank Killer sitting there talking in Twitch chat.
A Cromwell AB. I don't understand this pick.
Well, it's fast.
The speed, maybe?
And then,
yeah.
I mean...
maybe they've got an early spot for it.
Well, and, I mean, the other part is, it does have, a lot, you could load it up with high explosive just as a cap breaker. Go out, get some quick spots, and then, I mean, it does have a fast fire rate. Go break modules, or does it run heat or APCR?
It has APCR. He's not carrying any high explosive. I honestly think what they're trying to do with it is because it's kind of a weird map. I don't know, maybe he's going to throw it out in an early spot, and then it's just going to be a weird tank for them to deal with, right? Because it's got a weird, like, you're not used to seeing it, and it's very fast and has an interesting profile, so I don't know, we'll see it for him. And I'm sure at least half of the pick is decided because it might be a fun tank to play.
Oh, wow, look at this
You know,
artillery
it's probably
drop.
a lot cheaper. It's probably a lot cheaper than the Bulldog is to run.
I'll have to do some theatricals on this map, buddy. This is the bombers coming over.
Coming in?
No, bombers flying over.
That's kind of cool. Well, on Ensk War, what we were talking about, like where you needed cinematics and stuff, like those maps, or Ruinberg War with the rockets coming in the beginning, that'd be a kind of a cool little thing to grab.
All right, so Snafu.
I like
some sweet music.
Snafu's gonna get.
You see that Cromwell pushing?
I Type 4 heavy, extra engine from the Cromwell confirmed. All right, so Snafu needs to get out of here. He's got Django.
Hells likes it when an E50 pushes an ST1. ONUR6 is coming out with a new meta, Cromwell Berlin pushing Type 4s.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, if you're down with that meta, do it. All right, Snafu gets out of there with only half of his life left. But here we go. The mix is, and this is what I like, is you have the tunnels right here that you can just kind of bury yourself in, and just for a second. Lycan gone down. Oh, Snafu came in the wrong.
Snafu going for seconds.
Oh, and he goes into the tunnel. But that's where he's stuck at now. So, and he pops a reload with. Yee, that's scary. That's
brave.
It's scary. It's just straight up. I'm gonna pop a reload right here next to everybody, and well, at least he dropped his spot. That's a good thing.
What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah. Shadowblade's not realizing that HM and also Django is on his left, so they got to be real careful. Snafu playing with the. Wow, talk about playing with the.
Oh, Snafu hit the wall. Oh man, he actually could have come in and probably killed Cutter, but he cut the corner a hair late, and the bat chat just did not want to turn, and so he didn't get a chance to.
Also, he was not reloaded. He had another 2 or 3 seconds to go. That was slightly timed
ONUR6 is just gonna turtle. Oh, that's the strat. That's why they picked the Cromwell B, is because you actually can't shoot that right there with the Type 4 blocking it. You see that? You'd have to come in from the top and like drive over the wall. That's why they picked that, is because it's a way you can cap. You see that?
That is pretty.
You getting that on screen?
Yeah.
That explains it, because the Bulldog's a bit wider of a tank. Like the Cromwell Berlin's pretty narrow and long. So basically you sneak him in there, and I'm pretty sure. I mean, maybe if you had a big enough gun, you could splash the wall with HE, but there's really nowhere to shoot that Cromwell. Like, no way to get a shot on him. And even when the Type 4 dies, he's still stuck there.
Now, remember when Cutter is playing this map with us, we're bringing a clicker.
Yeah, right? Or just bring your own Type 4 with a huge HE gun that can just shoot the wall above him and get the reset.
Nah, kill two birds with one stone.
The walls on either side are too high to boost over, I think, unless you had another tank push you. It's actually a pretty funny little strat. Kind of like it.
Yeah, I mean, that's... ONUR6, oh, now they're releasing the beast. And King Bach is getting released now from his... Release the Kraken.
The Kraken has been released.
Of course, Big Kev goes right after the Cromwell. Oh, we shoots Django. Smart man. Don't go after the... Leave the Cromwell alone. There we go.
He got the kill. He got the kill.
If Baka got rammed by the E50, I would have been extremely happy.
The Kraken served its purpose. 490 damage on that little Cromwell.
It's actually not a bad strat, though. It's kind of a funny one.
Sneaky, let's just say that.
Yeah, because, like, I looked over and I saw 2 tanks chilling there, and I was like, what?
Hey guys, can you open the room?
I guess so. I guess we can do that. Scoreboard, sorry about that. Scoreboard is still messed up. I was like staring and we got into a conversation. So right now it is on your 6.
3-0, right?
Yep.
SKB said GG's. I think that's it for now.
Oh, I got to kick Cutter out.
Worst part is he's probably
Only for
coming
him
back.
to come back. Yep.
Yep. There we go. Sorry about the scoreboard there, guys. It was a 3-0. We're done. We have a little bit 20 minutes. So what I'm going to do here, we're going to try doing this and start doing segmented parts. So I'm going to shut down the stream temporarily. It's going to finish out with a 10-minute delay, and then I will refire it back up right after that delay is done. And by that time that the delay is done, we're doing this for YouTube because you guys want to come in and watch your stuff. But stay right here. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.